did not think all these years later it would still be so important to have to talk about it and share what we deal with. The ceiling is higher than ever. There are women GMs and owners and broadcasters and play-by-play, but the basement's really the same. Every woman who comes into my business still is dealing with sexual harassment, disrespect, a lack of belief in that they care or that they can do the job. It's the same as trying to run a race and people pulling you out of it.
The world's most famous foot race even attracts a leggy lady, Switzer of Syracuse. Officials tried to jostle.
So I said to my coach, I'm going to try to finish this race on my hands and my knees, even if I have to. No matter what, I'm going to try to finish this race. So that was really the turning point in my life and the turning point in my activism, because I realized that the expectation for women was that they couldn't do things and they didn't belong.
I kept asking the same question to the other pro cyclists. Do you want to race in the Tour de France? Do you want to see women in the Tour de France? And they all answered yes. Yes, of course, of course. That's when I thought, okay, we have traction here. In October of 2013, together we created the race La Course by Tour de France. And we got to come back to the venue that had once barred women from competing.
The sad part about it is, we talk a lot about Title IX and equity and equality, and it's not equal at any university at all. From locker rooms to finances to food, I see it every single day. It is every facet of my life, and now I look back and I'm like, wow, I have seen that my whole career, my whole life, and overseas. It's crazy. It's really sad, though. It's sad that we're talking about this in 2023.
Gold medals in the history of Olympic women's hockey go to the women.
Realize then that I want to get to the point that we're not celebrating this anymore. I don't want to be celebrated as one of the only women that does this. I don't want to be celebrated as the first to do this. I'm not saying that someday maybe I'll appreciate it. I want it to be normal. I want people to look up and see men, women, any gender up there and think, if they like this person talking about whatever sport they like, maybe they don't. And maybe they don't like me because they don't like my style. That's fine. But as long as it's not because of my gender.